So, welcome to the biggest, baddest, newest podcast to ever leak Jamaica, serving facts. So, it's a girl, Abby,
And it's your girl Mo.
and basically, just to give you a little synopsis of what serving facts will be about, we'll be talking about controversy, trending topics, and everything in between. Okay, so when we talk with our chest, and we say what we say, and we mean what we say, and that's on period. So today we're at our biggest, baddest sponsor, Mr. Breakfast. So let them know about Mr. Breakfast, no money.
So Mr. Breakfast, as the name states, serves a breakfast and lunch and dinner because he closes at 4 p.m. on Saturdays and Sundays and 2 p.m. During the week. He's located at 17 Holborn Road, Kingston 10, New Kingston. So guys, be sure to come down and check him out because I'm gonna tell you,
Food nice.
the food
and
nice.
I just that. Yeah, food
Period.
nice. Good atmosphere. It's a nice banner behind you. Come take a picture of them. They get nice bad.
Guys, the one now is
They get nice bad.
say goodbye to boring breakfast with Mr. Breakfast.
Good taste, good food. So for our first video, we're just going to be doing a very small introduction, and it's going to be titled The Essence of You Part 1. But in this sense, it's a case we're going to be diving into the lives of each other, I can say, because we've known each other for a while, and people always say we look alike, okay, so we're sister, but not go so, but that's true still, but yeah. So it's basically going to just be doing some questions and answer section, and so that we'll see how much we know each other, and so you guys can know us better.
Alright, so we have 8 questions. I'll be asking the questions and she will be answering for me as I will be answering for her.
Basically.
So question number 1. The part of my identity that I am most aware of on a daily basis is
Probably your awfulness. And just the straight facts right there. Guys, if you know Monique, she's nice enough, but she's awful. And I think she needs to say how awful she is on a daily basis. She's very, very, very moody. She's very, very... she's very, very moody, guys. And I think that's something she probably realized. If she don't realize it, she need to realize it. She need to wake up and smell the coffee.
and for Abby, it's her sensitivity.
I'm not sensitive.
She's very sensitive. If Abby call you and you say yo, Abby start ball dead speed. Abby sensitive, and that's a fact. That is a fact. We're serving facts.
I'm not sensitive.
We're
though.
serving facts. The second question is
I love the attack.
the part of my identity that I am least aware of on a daily basis is
You answer first. You answer the one first. Me just answer the next one, the first one first. I'm not sensitive. I'm not easy to feel things. I'm not take things to heart.
Alright, so for the second answer is the fact that she loves to justify every single thing. She justify without even knowing that she justifying.
What the question again? The fact that you're
Yeah,
least
you're
aware
least
of?
aware of.
I think you're least aware of the fact that you can be cold and callous sometimes. You're cold and callous. You see, if you text and you feel away, like, listen to me, enough time I text her and cuss her and she send me some okay and some cool. Hello, that don't work. I'm a don't sensitive, so don't think so that's gonna go on.
Oh, sensitive.
I'm not.
Sensitive.
I'm not sensitive.
The third question. The part of my identity that was most emphasized or important in my family life growing up was
I would say probably your dependence because, you being an only child, I guess, you're very dependent on your parents. So your dependence would be what was really emphasized in your youth.
okay, you're reliant.
Reliance and dependence are the same thing.
Yes, Abby is very, very, very reliant on
Reliant? Not reliable.
reliant. You're a reliant person. You're reliable, but you're also reliant. You're reliant on other people.
Okay.
Girl Odons. Girl Odons.
I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna Google that.
Yeah,
way
she's
there.
very reliant on those who she holds close to her. So, yeah. I think, yeah. The fourth question. The part of my identity that I wish I knew more about is
I would say probably your spirituality, in the sense that you wish to know more about like your spirituality, like when it comes down to like a strong belief system and what you hold true and dare. That's what I would say.
Sorry, guys. You wish you knew more about?
I wish me know about
You scared of my
myself.
ears?
No, like, me really think like I wish me know more about myself.
Is it your spirituality also?
I would say that too.
None of us
Because
don't know about your
anybody who knows me
spirituality.
knows that I'm not religious, but I'm very spiritual, and I've always wanted to like dive off more into the spiritual part of my being. You know.
The fifth question. The part of my identity that provides me with the most privilege is our education.
Girl
She said
bright.
this to me off camera.
Girl
so,
bright bad.
Yeah.
Like girl, but I feel I'm a bright and
Very bright. But sis, bright. 4 away and sis.
well, for you, I would say it probably be your determination. Like you're very, even though you probably don't see it, like you're very resilient. Like Monique and there, so and so she not do the test, or so she not study, and girl I go study, and girl I go pass her test. Like her reliance is like no other, honestly. In the months.
Yeah, so my maths teachers out there, if you guys are seeing this,
We love
please
it,
know
but maths bad.
I
Maths
tried my
terrible.
best. I tried my best, but
Maths terrible.
big up to the one them we really helped me get that 2 the inner. That's the subject them
Listen to
because.
me, if me get to win a maths, I'm gonna shame for talk. Come and do the paper.
Alright, so whichever number question this is, the part of my identity that I believe is the most misunderstood by others.
I would say your moodiness. Because like in the moment you're moody for a reason, but we were moody too and be like upset with we won't understand that. So I'm thinking that you don't want to know more about your moodiness, but at the end of the day, you're moody because you are you. Yeah.
Explain, please.
As in like listen to me. Anybody who knows money, she's a very moody person, and anybody who know me knows that me love attention, me love chat. And me can't be the moodiness sometimes. Although as her friend I understand, so like I just hold my own and make sure hold her own sometimes. But she's very moody, and I think that her moodiness does get misunderstood as like she not wanting persons around, but it's a case where she's just trying to protect her space and her energy.
Heavy on the protecting space and energy. For you, I would say
Sips tea.
her friendliness.
I'm not friendly.
She,
You're like
see
keep
there?
friend.
See there? See there? Her friendliness. She is a very friendly.
I always tell you, I'm social, I'm not friendly. I always tell you
She's
that.
very friendly. Abigail has a friend for every session, every moment, every. She just have a friend for everything.
I'm not friendly, I'm social. Alright. Will you answer the question
Friendly.
still? Woman, it's like you.
Anyways.
Justify.
Miss Friendly. The part of my identity that I feel is difficult to discuss with others who identify differently is.
I think it'll probably be some of your stances that you take, as in like some of the point of view that you share. Like it's a case where if you like go out and like kind of discuss it with people, it would have probably one rub them the wrong way, or two cause some major conflicts because you are very strong-minded in your thoughts and opinions, and by that anybody will come and like them want come conflict what you say and come like disrespect you, then that's where the line is drawn. I would say definitely your strong-mindedness and the fact that you have very strong opinions.
So for her, it's that she's argumentative.
I'm not.
Very argumentative. If your view in the least bit differs with Abigail's,
But I respectfully communicate my difference. I'm not shout, I'm not jump
She
on top and
shouts.
argue. I'm not argue.
she shouts.
Alright, no, Mama tell
she
you.
talks.
Mama tell
She
you.
talks
Sorry.
over you.
You see when
Talks over
me
you.
no, you see when
She
me
doesn't give you a chance
see
to
when-
finish your point.
You see when me shout or when me kind of get like outraged is when I know when me I say a facts and you come look at me an idiot. I'm not like that. I say I know something, that's all the time I speak on something because I don't like feel like I done. And if it's a case where I gotta talk something and you gotta tell me something wrong and I know something right, I have an anger problem, so me probably lick it down. Straight facts. Just
Straight facts, no printer.
People get licked down.
The part of you the answer for me?
No, and something was a question. I really defend myself.
The part of my identity that I feel is difficult to discuss. We never answered the question.
No. The part, alright. I would say, alright, for you, alright, for us, I think the
Difficult to
answer for
discuss.
us, it will be our spirituality.
Difficult to discuss.
To discuss with people, because like if we go into a sphere and a space and we're gonna talk about like spirituality versus religion, it's a case where many persons might get sensitive about the topic, and it even goes back to you holding like strong beliefs and opinions. And further in the podcast and like other episodes, you get to basically see our opinions on a lot of things. And as I said at the beginning, controversy will come a lot, and we don't care because we talk about the chest. I want to take it back. And I would say definitely the fact that we're two very strong-minded people, and
Very
they can't really
opinionated.
shake. We have some strong timber tree. So we're gonna share our views and opinions. If you don't like it, subscribe and like same way. I just the facts at the end of the day.
Subscribe and like.
Don't
So you
like
didn't
same
even
way.
watch the video.
Now watch it and subscribe
Watch
and
the
like,
video.
and then cuss on my comments.
We said the question.
But we're
So
gonna say what we mean, unapologetically. Okay. No, make them know and cap.
The
People love cuss.
last question is the part of my identity that makes me feel discriminated against is
I would say agenda. Because like it's a case where we're both persons who've been in different spaces, and our gender has always caused, I probably would have caused some problems, because in Jamaica and like other places, gender stereotyping is real, and women are often looked over for certain positions, are often not
Especially in
taken
the criminal
seriously
system.
when they're in certain spaces, and because of that, I think her gender is what gets her discriminated in many spaces.
it's a gender for me too. It's a gender, especially in our field of study.
Because we're criminal justice practitioners, and when you think about criminal justice, I always think about like the legal field, and I always think about men, because it's like there's this big misconception that only men can really take the law seriously, because women are often seen soft and pudding, and because of that we are often stereotyped. So I really believe that our gender really does play a lot in people understanding us, and thus leading to people discriminating us in a sense. So that basically answers like what 7 or 8 questions about like our views on certain things. In a sense, I really don't understand, because we really brought up like spirituality, discrimination, and a lot of things that will be discussed on our podcast. So it's a case where this introduction video gave some insight into what we really want to speak about. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
And yeah,
So guys, that's it for the
that gives us this for our first video. Very short, just getting to the point.
very short and spicy, and you guys kinda
Know a little about us.
sorta, if you're not really close to us, know a
Something
little
about us.
about us, but maybe we'll slip up in further videos and you
And
get
there's
to know
more
a little
about
more.
life. But also, like the questions that we really answered, they will be in the video on the screen and stuff. So you can really like be intuitive and ask yourself really like, what are these different parts of you that you really are not aware of? Because I think truly understanding yourself and truly expressing who you are lies within you basically answering some of these basic questions. Because at the end of the day, I believe that if you don't know who you are, you're not going to know where you're going. And this thing about knowing yourself is very, very important, honestly.
Getting to know yourself is very important, guys. Spending time with yourself.
Get to know yourself before you get to know other people.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
Knowing why you act the way you do, knowing why you say the things you say, knowing why you basically
are the way you
yeah,
are.
it's very important, especially when you're forming relationships with others. You really
It starts
need
in
to-
knowing yourself. Like, that's just the basis. And I believe that any healthy relationship should start with you firstly understanding you as a person before you can share yourself with another person. Because if you don't understand yourself, like what exactly are you sharing with somebody else? So we won't get into much details in all of them chats here right off the bat at just the start of the podcast. But stay tuned, and many more interesting content to come, like some hard hitting content that is long and really think about your life and look into yourself as a person. Like a lot more to come, honestly.
Hey guys, so that was the facts that we served you today.
The facts that we served. Just little facts.
Yes, so guys, in wrapping up, remember we are at
Mr. Breakfast, the biggest, baddest breakfast place in town.
Period.
Brunch to me. If you want to come and have a little nice Saturday little vibe with your friend them, this is the place to be. Mr. Breakfast, 17 Holborn Road, New Kingston. You cannot last. Just
You
go on
can't
Google
miss
Maps
it.
and navigate yourself. You must reach here.
So guys, that's the end of our video for today. We'll see you again in the next video. Bye.
Bye.